best thing possible to provide the best show for the fans.
Now, with BJ notwithstanding, there is an event coming up about 7 or 8 days before that at the O'Reilly Family Event Center. A little bit different from boxing, though, isn't it?
There is. We're going to have Sheryl Crow in there July 15th. And I can also tell you we're going to have Chicago on August 9th. But I would also go on record as saying this, and this is the reason that we're so excited about this at the O'Reilly Center, and that is that there are few things, and I'm a sports fan, I'm not a boxing authority, I'm not an MMA authority, but there are few events that an arena or a facility can put on that bring the kind of excitement and the kind of showmanship and the kind of pageantry that boxing and MMA do. That's the reason we're so excited to have this event at Drury.
That's a very good point that you bring up. It is altogether different from the other athletic events as such. And that would include your your locker room, and the basketball teams repair the locker room for halftime, things like that. The boxers they're there all the time. They're getting ready, and there's an altogether different venue about it. But I will tell you, there is a certain level of excitement too about a big time. I can't speak so much for martial arts because I haven't been a part of that, but boxing I have been, and that's very special. A certain air of excitement. Yeah, go ahead, Booms.
Hey, Ned, I want to tell you, I'm awfully excited about Sheryl Crow's weigh-in.
Yeah, Booms, only you'd come up with that.
Cheryl coming out in her underwear for the weigh-in? Are you kidding? I'm not missing that, man. That's going to be terrific.
That is not part of the deal, is it, Matt?
Yeah, no, Booms, we're going to give you a date and a time, and we're going to ask you to show up for that.
I have a feeling I'll be the only one there, and I'll be in my underwear. This is going to go good.
Speaking of the weigh-in, BJ, is that going to be held at O'Reilly, or will you do it separately?
No, I think we're going to do it at O'Reilly, and what all of our ideas is to, pretty much, if that's the place that's going to host the fight, like we've decided, we just want to, do as much stuff there as possible. Like I said, Matt is bent over backwards and made the deal very sweet for us and very good, and we're looking forward to bringing as many people there as many different days as possible. So
and to that end, the press conference is there this afternoon.
Absolutely, yeah. I want to remind everybody today at 1:30, the public is definitely invited. We will be announcing the fight, the event, when the tickets go on sale, and who I will be actually fighting. In addition to that, there will also be a lot of the local guys that are going to be participating on the card at the press conference at 1:30. I'm going to make sure and get them announced because it is a local event. A lot of the local fighters will be on the card, so it's going to be a good situation to meet everybody. So it's open to the public. Also tomorrow at Ozark Fitness at 2 p.m. we will be doing a public workout, and I'm not sure how many people in the media how open it is, because how many people can get into Ozark Fitness to watch, but all the news channels will be there, and we're going to be doing a workout there, and people will be allowed to go in and watch.
This opponent who you're going to name this afternoon, you have described this individual as being of top-notch caliber.
Right.
This is not Cruz Quintana coming in here.
No, that was a long time ago, and I'm at a different stage in my career now. I'm at a stage where I need to be fighting top-level guys, and that's exactly what I brought in. This guy is rated number 3 in the country. He's coming off a very big fight on Showtime that he just had against a top world-rated guy, and this guy's legit, and that's what I wanted. And Wes made it possible for me to come in and fight a high-level opponent. I'm fighting for the North American Championships, 2 different belts, and a top 5 world rating. And you can't gain those type of accomplishments without having to go through something. And I'm definitely going to have a very tough task in front of me on July 23rd. But I feel like I can get home, I can start training, I can put the work in and get myself as ready as possible, and I feel like I'll be victorious on July 23rd, but it's definitely not going to be an easy night. I'm going to have my hands full, and we'll be announcing who it is a little later, but I'm looking forward to it, and I'm looking forward to the fans being a part of it with me.
Matt Miller, in all fairness, O'Reilly could encompass for an event like this maybe 3,700.
Yeah, well, what we typically say is that for a basketball game, it's about between 3,100 and 3,200 seats. When we do an event like a concert on the floor, a lot of it depends on the stage configuration, and in this case, the ring configuration and how we do the seats, how we offer it. We actually have, per the fire code and some city ordinances, we can get 4,000 plus into that place.
It is possible to get that.
Yeah, but that would be a standing room only type of a crowd, and I think that for an event like this, for any event, it depends on the demand. But I think our goal with this event would be in that 3,600 seat range. Everybody's got a great seat. Everybody's got a great view of the fight, and we really. our approach to this, and like I mentioned, this has been a relationship deal from day one. And BJ and I have worked together on this. We've worked with Wes. Our intention, our hope is that this is the first of many events like this. We think it's a great facility, a great size. Everybody that comes is going to get a good view of the ring. And we hope this is something that we can do for a long time in the O'Reilly Center.
Since it is so new, the O'Reilly Family Event Center, not even a year old yet, there are still, I would assume, some of us, of course, have been there for athletic events, and the Symphony, the Springfield Symphony, which I'm a supporter and so forth and so on, has also been there. But there are many who haven't been. What's the parking availability for it, and how easily accessible is it?
We've got a good amount of parking available. There are, within walking distance, we have 4 public parking lots that are all, probably within 50, 100 yards of the front door. So those lots will all be available, opened up, and monitored for this event and any other event that we have in the area.
And the air conditioning facilities?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That's BJ checked on that, Ned, before he even started this thing. Is there air conditioning in there? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Hey, I wanted to ask Matt and the guys, for everybody who comes today at 1:30, I assume they're not only going to come and be excited, but bring their wallets. Will they be available to start getting tickets right there at the big O today? And if not, when can they start getting tickets?
Tickets are not going to be available today, but we are hoping to have those turned around probably sometime next week. And I can tell everybody listening right now, and we'll communicate this at 1:30 as well. But tickets will be available at the O'Reilly Family Event Center box office. You can also call 417-873-6389 at the box office to get tickets. You can also buy online at drurytickets.com. And so there's 3 easy ways to get tickets to this event.
Matt Miller is director of the O'Reilly Family Event Center. BJ Flores, of course, will be headlining the card on Saturday night, July 23rd. Great, just a terrific way to spend a Saturday night. Anytime you're at an athletic venue on a Saturday night, that's perfect, as you will be tomorrow night at the Springfield Cardinals.
Yeah, can't wait. I'm looking forward to the game tomorrow against Tulsa. And, it's been a while, Ned, since I've thrown a pick, so I'm a little nervous. I might get out of the field today and throw a couple balls and make sure I don't mess it up for tomorrow, but I'm looking forward to it.
I'm glad you mentioned that too, because you are a professional boxer.
Right.
But I think everybody knows you also a pretty fair football player at Willard High School, and your brother holds the all-time record for field goal length with 65, 66.
63 and a half. 63, 63 and a half, it's right there. Discrepancies.
In the wind against Marshfield in November. but the fact is that you're a pretty good athlete. Did you play a lot of baseball?
You know what? I played baseball. I played junior varsity baseball when I was a freshman, and I hit third, and I played center field and left field. I love baseball, but at the same point, I realized, I think at a young age maybe I was just kind of guided more to play football and boxing, and I think to make it to the major leagues is a very difficult goal, and to say I would have made it, I can never say that. So I felt like boxing and football were better for me, and what actually I did instead of play baseball is I ran track, because I felt like those both were going to help me more for boxing and football. In my junior year, we actually won the state championship in the 4x800 meter relay. We got 3rd place in the 4x400 meter relay, so I was kind of like a middle distance guy, 4-8. That track really helped me to prepare for boxing. It really helped me to prepare for football. So I just made the best decision I could at the time, and baseball just didn't quite fit in, but it's a great sport.
Let me tell you, Booms, too, in that era that BJ was out there was a kid named Jason Pyra, who was a middle distance 1500 meter man on the U.S. Olympic team. So indeed,
wow.
they're pretty fair runner.
That's a big question that everybody wants to know. Let's just put it on the table right here for BJ.
Okay.
Assuming he fights, wins all these titles, and has a glorious boxing career, which I hope he does, we all hope he does, the big question is, does that put you in position for Dancing with the Stars?
You know what? I hope it does. I actually like to dance. My brother's a member of a salsa team. We got that Hispanic blood in us. So yeah, I you know what? I would hope so. But I got to, first things first. Let's worry about July 23rd, and doing that, and then we'll worry about that stuff later. Let it sort itself out.
All right, let's go to the lines where Joe is with us. Joe, fire away. Question for BJ Flores.